Videos on Easter eggs are kind of a tradition on this channel. I'm not saying I've done a video on them every year, but I try to. I will put a link at the end of this video to a few of those videos from the past, and maybe in the description too, if I don't forget. So Majorette started with these Easter eggs with cars in them a long time ago, but it's only since last year that they started putting a chase car in them, which of course makes them much more interesting. The other cars last year were from the street cars lineup. This year it's a little bit different. So this is the exclusive vehicle this year, an AMG. But this is from the premium cars line, even though it doesn't have a moving part. And this is from the new Ride Now line that was formerly known as street cars. So, and you'll see there's some other mixes of different Majorette series in here, which makes them more interesting and kind of more valuable too. One thing to notice here that for 2026, the barcode has SMO behind the number, which is short for Smoby, the French Majorette importer, whereas last year it did not have that, even though the text that indicates there's a chase in there is French on both of them. So definitely meant for the French market. So just like last year, a store called IPRU, which is a French hypermarket, had a sale on these eggs. They were a little bit cheaper than last year. Last year they were €2.99 at normal price, and then €1.99 with the promo. Buy two get one for free, which comes down to 33.34% off. But they actually advertise them as a €1.66 a piece, which is fairly cheap, considering that you're getting more valuable cars in there. Unfortunately, unlike last year, where I found a complete full case or box with these eggs, there was only 15 left this time. So I guess I was there the first day of the promo, but I guess the box was already in the store before the promo started. And that's why it didn't quite align with the promo, the introduction of the box into the store. And that's why pretty much, I guess, more than half of the box was already empty. I went there after work, so I get off at 6 and then I have to drive to France. And that's a particular store closes at 8, so I got there about 7:30-ish. So I had half an hour to go through all these eggs. Luckily, only 15 of them. It's not that many. Last year it was a much more difficult task. I tried to buy the whole box because there was only 15 in them and they were fairly cheap. So with the box with the eggs inside of it, but they wouldn't let me take the box because the one lady that had to decide on that said that it was possible they were going to refill the box, which is very unlikely because the eggs come in a box. If you get a new box, you have a new box with eggs in them. There's no reusing that. But anyway, there's no arguing with the French people. It's their way or the highway. So instead of buying 15, I only bought 6. There's 6 cars in the set plus one chase. The blue ones are the most difficult ones to peep into because I peep into these holes on top and put my light from my cell phone on there. My eyes have gotten worse with getting older. And, after a whole day of working, I also noticed that my eyes are not as good as they are in the morning. So the dark blue makes it hard to see what's in there. I figured out most of the cars that were in there, but I mean, with the red ones, I also had a little bit of difficulty. The yellow ones are the easiest ones to figure out. So I bought 2 sets. So I mean, 2 plus 1 for free is 3. If you want to get the discount, you have to buy 3. So 2 sets of 3 is 6, obviously. And that's that. And then afterwards, I went to, that's sometime later, went to France again, and I bought just that one egg in Auchan, which was also doing a sale, but they were a little bit more expensive. Okay, that's a 6-minute introduction, and I will have bored out most of you. Anyway, let's start cutting these open and see what's in there. Okay, some more explanation here. Yeah, sorry. If you can't peep in there, you can also kind of try to guess what's in here by moving it around a little bit. So this particular car, I can feel, has some movement in this direction, but also a lot of movement in that direction. So that kind of indicates that it's not a really large car, and also that it's a very flat car. So definitely not an SUV or an off-roader or something like that. So let's see what we get here. And here we got the first one, and it's a very nice one. It's from the Vintage series, the Shelby Cobra 427 SC. So yeah, the Shelby Cobra is quite a small car, so that explains a lot of movement, and not having a roof explains the longitudinal movement it had. It's got one rollover protection bar for the driver. So we get, it kind of looks like this opens. Oh yeah, the trunk opens up. That's cool. So we get some red for the taillights. Get some bumper studs. Knock-off wheels that are kind of big, definitely on this vehicle. Nice metallic blue paint with a clear window piece. That is awesome. With the Mattel brands, you probably would get a colored window piece, but I like that it's just clear. Some black paint here for that grille. Plastic side exhausts that are a part of this rollover protection bar, because the interior is black. I've got a proper steering wheel with some details on the dashboard. Silver for the fuel filler cap. Go faster stripes go all the way from the front to the back. That's how it should be, even all the way down there. That's a lot of value for money for €1.66. Lens headlights, orange for the indicators, and got some suspension too. So yeah, what's not to like? It's a very good one, and yeah, very affordable. Comes with some mumbo jumbo on licensing and safety, choking hazard, small parts may be swallowed, stuff like that. So yeah, that's the first one. Second one, let's move this around. Okay, not that much movement in this direction, a little bit more in the other direction. It also feels not that heavy, so it's interesting for such a long-ish car that it's not that heavy. Also feels like a kind of a low car to me, because it has that a lot of movement. I mean, it's an okay weight. It's not super light. It's possibly comparable to the Cobra, maybe. Let's see. what we got. And here we got the Rimac Nevera. So the premium car that is depicted on the plastic wrapper. I don't have this yet. Yeah, kind of disappointed with Majorette that it doesn't have an opening part for a premium car. Just get the taillights on the rear, so also deco-wise, and the Rimac name on top there. Deco-wise is a little bit poor. This is not a really popular casting. It's a peg warmer in every series that it's released in. We got some side indicator tamper there. Lens headlights, of course, some black for that fake grille, the Rimac logo. And some black on the side with the Nevera name there. Some red for a side light. And then we got open windows so we can take a look at the interior. There's a screen popping up in the middle there. And then a proper steering wheel. It's okay. But yeah, for a premium car model, it's a little underwhelming. Of course, it's got the suspension. Nice wheels. Next up, let's see. Okay, this is heavy, and it also does not have a lot of wiggle room. Okay, so you can also already make kind of a guess from the picture what is probably going to be in there. And yes, it's the heaviest one of the set. This is easily recognizable if you just feel the weight of them. The Renault Master van, so an all metal body, that explains the weight. Got plastic bumpers front and rear. Side deco, auto sport racing. And then some silver for the headlights and the logo, the Renault logo. But no taillights, unfortunately. That's a bummer. This has a hook assembly, so no rivet in the rear. Just two metal hooks from the body that clip into the base. It's got closed windows, got a basic interior, not as good as the premium ones, and pretty smoked windows. Next up, okay, this one has no movement at all in there. In this direction, a little bit in that direction, but very little. But it's also not that heavy as the van. That's interesting. A big vehicle, but not that heavy, so not that much metal on it. So let's see, what is that? Oh, yes. It's the Wrangler Rubicon Jeep Wrangler 4xe. It not having a roof and the doors explains why it feels kind of light, but it's obviously a big casting. That's why it did not get a lot of wiggle space in there. New wheels on this one too. They are okay. Not a huge fan of them, but I mean, they're okay. At least they're new wheels. Of course, the lens headlights and the grille painted up. This one's got the hood that opens up. So second American car in here. Just some unpainted Zamak underneath there. The model is mentioned on the hood for XE. You get a proper steering wheel and some detail to the dashboard. The rucksack on the back with tail lights and the model name on there. And a lot of suspension travel. That is cool. That's how it should be. So then we get to the blue ones, the hardest ones to look into. This, it's got some movement in there. I mean, more than the Jeep for sure. Weight-wise, it's kind of average. So let's see what we got. Oh, look at that. We got the Nissan Concept 2020 Vision Gran Turismo. If my camera would want to focus. So we got Nissan logo on the front with some silver there for the headlights and the grille. Some black paint on the side. We got a plastic wing on the back. Nissan logo. It's red, so, you know, already has red taillights. A bit of a sloppy black tempo on this side. This one's much better. And very dark tinted windows to hide, yeah, probably not that good interior. So this is also in the Ride Now series from street cars. Okay. Next, blue one. Hardest one to peep into. Oh yeah, kind of feels, I have to say the Nissan and the Rimac, they feel very similar. I think the cars are also very similar. They're very low. They're about the same length. So yeah, these can easily get mistaken for one another. And yeah, feels like one of these two in there actually. Oh, look at that. It's a Rimac. What a surprise. So yeah, seen that one already. And then we get the one from Auchan. So I didn't get 3 of them. They had the same promo, but just a more expensive price. I didn't get 3 of them because, you know, more expensive. And yeah, if you don't get a really interesting vehicle, then you just overpaid for something you already have and you got much cheaper. So, blue one again, hard to look into. Let's see. Did I get lucky? Suspense. So we got 5 of the 6 vehicles. So we're missing one of the regular vehicles that's in there, and we're missing the chase. Okay. So what's it going to be? One of these or one of the 2 we don't have yet? Place your bets, people. Ta-da! It's the chase. Oh, yes. Mercedes-AMG GT 63. Look at that. Kind of a gunmetal gray. Nice wheels. Nice grille. Of course, lens headlights. So this is part of the AMG series, so kind of premium cars. I don't think this has rubber tires, no. So just similar to the AMG series premium cars. Nice steering wheel with the flat bottom side. And nicely detailed in the rear. No silver for the exhaust, but other than that, it's got all the details, even the model designation and stuff. A little plastic wing on there. At least, yeah, I think it's plastic. It's definitely plastic. That's the easiest way for them to make it a good shape and not have it some kind of Zamak blur. And of course, it's got suspension. and a gloss black painted roof. So yeah, very pleased. So what am I missing here? Well, I'm not really missing it. This one. This is the number 6 of the regular ones that are in there. This is the Volkswagen ID Buggy. This is easily recognizable because it's so small and so light that it just floats around in that egg. I can give you a demo. I mean, it's just, you can clearly tell that there's a very small vehicle in there. So it's very easy to avoid buying this one if you don't want it. And that's what I did because I already have it. Just like the this one already have two, this one already have two, and the other ones I actually have carded now, but I think at the time I did not have this one yet when I bought it. I'm not sure, can't remember. Anyways, of course, I was able to figure out what most of them were eventually. I got very good at, I looked at, I think, more than 100 of these eggs, mostly at Auchan, because, you know, the Hyper U only had 15, but Auchan had, each store had at least one box. One particular store had 2 boxes. So I went through all of them, and eventually I was able to locate the chase. If you look through the holes in the front, you can see this very recognizable grille. And of course, that's why I decided to pay €4 for this one, because it's the chase and it's worth it. This one I thought would be another Rimac, but to my surprise, there was a Nissan in there. The other ones I figured out at home under a better light, not in the store. So I would not have picked up 2 Rimac if I had figured out that those were in there. This one's also pretty recognizable. This one too because of the weight, and this one also because of it not moving around a lot in there, but being a big one, it's still not that much weight. So these are the 3 best recognizable ones. These are very hard because they're very similar. And yeah, this one's kind of similar too, so you really have to try to look into the egg to figure that out. Sorry, I need to put that one in here too because it's also in the set. Let's scoot these over a little bit so that they fit on the screen. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed. Take a look at some of the earlier videos I did on these Easter eggs. They were always fun. I don't always succeed in making it a little bit worthwhile watching or putting some suspense in it, I guess. But I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know which is the best chase. I have this loose, but unfortunately I was not able to find it or locate it in the collection. But which chase is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.